Long ago, in the quiet village of Olumo, a beautiful maiden named Kemi lived with her family. Kemi was known far and wide for her beauty, kindness, and wisdom. Many young men came to her home, asking for her hand in marriage, but she turned them down. Kemi believed that marriage was not just about love but also about trust and understanding. One day, a handsome stranger named Ton arrived in the village. Ton was tall, strong, and spoke with confidence. He came from a distant village and had heard about Kemi's beauty. When he saw her at the village market, he was captivated. He introduced himself, and soon, the two began to talk. Ton charmed Kemi with his words, and after some time, Kemi agreed to marry him. The village buzzed with excitement. A grand wedding was planned, and everyone looked forward to the celebration. However, Kemi's wise grandmother, Mama Ode, had her doubts. "Kemi, my child," she said one evening, "a smooth tongue can hide a rough heart. Do you truly know Tond?" Kemi laughed. "Mama Ode, Tond is kind and caring. He will make a good husband." Mama Ode nodded but remained silent. She decided to observe Tond closely. A week before the wedding, Mama Ode investigated Tond and found out that he had been married twice before. He will sweet-tongue the young woman, marry them, and later treat badly. He will starve them with money and attention. Whenever they complain, he will beat them up. He does not have compassion for anyone. Mama Ade's heart grew heavy. That evening, she called Kemi aside. "My child, I have seen something troubling. Ton's heart is not as generous as his words. A man who ignores his wife and those in need may not be a good husband." Kemi was confused. "But, Mama, he treats me well." The day before the wedding, Kemi stood by the window, watching the sun set over the village. The air was filled with excitement as villagers prepared for the grand celebration. Women braided each other's hair, children danced around, and men discussed the feast. But Kemi felt a deep unease. That evening, she gathered her family and the village elders in their courtyard. The wavering flames of the oil lamps cast long shadows as Kemi took a deep breath. She glanced at Mama Ode, whose eyes held both worry and pride. "I have something important to say," Kemi began, her voice trembling slightly. "Tomorrow's wedding cannot happen. I cannot marry Tond." Gasps filled the air. Her father, Chief Odigon, leaned forward, his brows frowned. "Kemi, what are you saying? The whole village is waiting to hear from you. Go straight to the point." Kemi's mother placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. "Child, are you sure about this?" Kemi nodded firmly. "Yes, mother. I cannot marry a man who lacks kindness and compassion. Ton's words are sweet, but his actions speak otherwise. Marriage is more than celebration, it is a lifelong journey. I need a partner whose heart is true." The village elders exchanged glances, murmuring among themselves. One of them, Elder Okon, stood up. "Kemi, we understand your concerns. But calling off a wedding at this stage is not simple. The village has prepared for days." Mama Ode rose to her feet. Her voice, though old, was strong. "Elder Okon, what is more important, saving face or saving a life from misery? Kemi has made a wise choice. It is better to endure temporary shame than a lifetime of sorrow." The courtyard fell silent. Finally, Chief Odigon sighed and looked at his daughter. "You are brave, Kemi. Follow your heart." Though Kemi's heart was heavy, she felt at peace. She knew she had made the right choice. Word spread quickly. By dawn, everyone knew the wedding was off. Some villagers gossiped, while others admired Kemi's courage. Tond, upon hearing the news, left the village in anger and humiliation. Months passed, and the memory of the cancelled wedding faded. After Tond left, Kemi's life returned to normal. She spent her days helping her mother on the farm and teaching the village children to read and write. Though she was content, deep inside, she wondered if she would ever find a man who shared her values. One day, as Kemi was fetching water from the river, she heard a rustling in the bushes. She turned and saw a young man struggling to free a goat whose leg was caught in a thorny bush. Without hesitation, Kemi ran to help. Together, they freed the frightened animal. "Thank you," the young man said, smiling. "My name is Ao. I just moved to Olyomo." Kemi introduced herself, and they talked as they walked back to the village. Ao was humble and soft-spoken. He explained that he had come to Olyomo to help his elderly uncle, a local healer. Kemi noticed that Ao treated everyone they passed with kindness, greeting them with respect and offering to help where needed. Over the next few weeks, Kemi and Ao became friends. They often worked together, helping the elderly and tending to the community garden. Ao's compassion and humility warmed Kemi's heart. One day, as they sat under a large baobab tree, Ao shared a story about his late mother. She always said, "Kindness is like a seed. Plant it, and it will grow into a mighty tree," Ao said, looking thoughtful. Kemi smiled. "Your mother was a wise woman." Their friendship soon blossomed into love, but unlike her experience with Tond, this love felt genuine and rooted in trust. One evening, during a village festival, Ao approached Kemi's family. He knelt before Mama Ode and Kemi's parents, asking for their blessing. "I love Kemi not just for her beauty but for her heart. I promise to honor and cherish her always." Mama Ade's eyes sparkled with joy. "Ao, you have shown your heart through your actions. You have my blessing." Kemi's parents nodded in agreement. On the morning of the wedding, the skies were clear and bright. Kemi wore a simple white gown, adorned with beads her mother had made. Ao, dressed in a white traditional agbada, stood proudly beside her. Kemi and Ao led a procession to the village church, singing ancient songs of love and unity. Kemi and Ao exchanged vows, in the church with the choir singing melodious songs, in the presence of the priest and their family members. At the end of the service, the crowd erupted in cheers. After the wedding, the couple hosted the villagers and their family to a grand but simple reception. But the most moving moment came when a group of villagers approached with gifts, not gold or jewels, but acts of kindness. Aya Bizi, a widow, promised to help with the community garden. Emeka, a young blacksmith, pledged to repair tools for free. Even the children contributed by planting trees around the village square. Ao, overcome with emotion, turned to the crowd. "This is not just our wedding, it is a celebration of what we can achieve together. Let kindness guide us always." The celebration lasted well into the night. Under a sky full of stars, Kemi and Ao danced with their family and friends. Mama Ode watched from a distance, her heart full of happiness. She knew that this was more than a wedding, it was the beginning of a new era for Olyomo. And as the drums beat and the people sang, the village of Olyomo stood as a testament to the power of love, kindness, and the courage to choose what is right. In the years that followed, Kemi and Ao became pillars of the community. They opened a school and a small clinic, ensuring that no one in Olyomo went without education or healthcare. Their acts of kindness spread beyond the village, inspiring neighboring communities to do the same. And so, the village of Olyomo flourished, rooted in compassion and love, all because one young woman chose a kind heart over empty promises. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing and captivating African folktale stories. Hit the notification bell to stay updated whenever we upload new videos.